teach you about CPR. And there's different methods, but today I'll just cover hands-only CPR because that's a method that you can use even if you don't know somebody and you don't have a pocket mask or some way to protect yourself, and that way you don't get their germs or whatever, which is ideal. Okay, so I'll start with this video.
If you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, it's important to act fast. Helping to save a life is easier than you might think. Just start hands-only CPR. The first step is to send someone to call 911 or call 911 yourself. Then get directly over the victim. Put the heel of one hand in the center of the chest, then put your other hand on top of the first. Then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. It's important to push, giving 100 to 120 compressions per minute, which is about the same tempo as the song Stayin' Alive. Let's hope you never have to use hands-only CPR. But if you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, don't be afraid to try it. Remember, call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Your actions can help save a life. To learn more, call 877-8.
Okay, so this is, I guess, something you can do. Typically, there are things that you could do breathing as well, but I would recommend this is only an idea of how to do CPR rather than training, and would definitely recommend if you're interested going and getting actual training somewhere. So the thing that she doesn't cover in there is whenever you're approaching any kind of situation, before you call 911, before you start touching them, what do you think you should do?
Team safety.
Yeah, somebody knows their first aid.
Wear our gas masks, drugs, and plugs.
Exactly. Are you a lifeguard? Yeah. Yeah, so pretty much if you come to a scene and you don't know what happens, you don't want to just rush in there. You want to make sure that you're safe, because if all of a sudden there was a power line down and you get zapped, then now you have 2 victims instead of 1. So you want to make sure that you're making sure that you are safe. So always check your scene first, and then when you approach your victim, if you're going through the full, what's called ABC, so the airway, breathing, and circulation, that would be more involved, but we're just covering compressions only. Again, if you want to find out more, it's like take the course, because it's a good thing to know, and this only covers for adults and teens, and I guess children as well, but when you get into infants, that's a different situation, and there's a slightly modified setup for that. Okay, and so you always want to start off by doing your scene assessment. Then you want to check the person and make sure if they're actually unconscious or not, if they're just having a nap in the middle of the floor. You don't want to start pushing on their chest. So you just give them a little tap, shake them, say like, hey buddy, what's going on? And then at that point, when they're not responding, then you want to call 911 right away. And as well, if there's, does anybody know what an AED, or does anyone not know what an AED is?
Is it like the travel zappy thing?
Yeah, so the little zappy thing that you can find, they have them at Costco, they've got them at shopping malls, at the swimming pools. So if you found this person, the other thing that's really good to say is like, somebody call 911 and then get somebody else, get me an AED and report back to me. So you want to get those things going, because an AED, compared to CPR alone, which is about 2% success rate, 2 to 5, an AED can bump it up to 7% success. So that's a really important thing. If you can get access to one, definitely do it. And so once you've gotten to the person, you want to align on their kind of, as I said, the center of the chest, but it's like the nipple line. And with male or female, you'd be exposing the chest. We're going to have a demo session in a bit, but that won't happen there. And so you want to put the palm of your hand here, and then you want to interlace your fingers, and then lock your arms, because a lot of people, especially on TV, you see people going like this. That's not good CPR. You want to lock your arms, go in hard, and press, and you're basically pressing continuously at 100 to 120 beats per minute. Compressions, you want to be going down to a third to half the chest, so pretty much hard and fast is the thing to remember with it. And so there's a couple of other songs that you can kind of remember that also have that beat per minute, roughly. kind of that kind of rate. Okay, so who would like to be a volunteer?
Pick me.
Okay, and just for the purposes of this, so that everybody can, don't hurt yourself on the way over, everybody can see, I'll get you to lie down here.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, we'll role play this one as, say, we're a family unit, so who would like to be a father in this situation? Any volunteers to be the father figure? Okay. And then how about a mother? Is anybody sure? Okay. And you know, well, let's expand this family. Let's get a grandfather. It works for the situation.
I'll be able to
Yeah.
see
Okay.
I'll hold you.
Okay. Excellent. So now that we've got everybody here,
Okay.
there's another song as well that works for this, and one at a time. If you guys want to go ahead and so you're lining up, chest center, kind of right here. Yeah. Excellent. And then you know because we're in this situation, it's a little difficult to demo. You don't actually press and compress his chest,
Okay.
but you want to go down as well as you can. And ideally, in your situation, you'd have your knees wide apart and going over like this, and then kind of going locked down like this. Because if you're bending your back in an uncomfortable way, you don't keep it straight or things like that, then it'll tire you out. And with this, you're trying to go as long as you can.
Okay.
Okay. And so we'll start off actually with the baby. We'll start the CPR.
Okay.
Okay, and then
You want me? Okay.
there will be cues in the song to tell you when to switch and take on your next role.
Oh.
So we're going to cycle through each person doing a bit of CPR because in this scenario, you might get tired after say 2 to 5 minutes. It's quite intensive, and then you want to switch off to the next person. Okay.
Baby. Okay.
So this song is going to be what we're using.
Oh, baby shark. Do you want to like
Come on.
Come on, you see my leg.
His life depends on it. And so on.
Do you survive?
I lived. Good job.
And you want to keep doing that until 911 responds and shows up, or somebody who has more training takes over. And that's hands-on CPR. Any questions?
Was that ridiculous?
Yes.
I have a question, but I don't remember it, so I'm just gonna. Why do you have to expose their chest? Like, what's the
So
That's
if you have the AED coming, you can't shock somebody through whatever they have there. As well too, say they had a spiky, some people have sternum studs. If they had something like that, you don't want to be putting your hands thumping down on that. So it's a way for you to help them in case you had, if you're bringing in the AED, because then you'd have to expose the chest, and if you had a hairy guy, you'd have to shave it off. And AEDs will have a razor in there. But as well too, if there was something in there that could be dangerous, like some women do have like sternum studs here, and then you'd have to actually rip those out before you could use the AED. So it's kind of a reason why not to get sternum studs, really. It's like you need CPR, which can happen if you're even younger. Yeah. Any other questions? Yes?
Are you a lifeguard as well, or?
Yeah, lifeguard, and I also do industrial first aid, and I used to teach, but haven't as much lately.
CPR stand for?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Yeah.
Okay. What is is it AD?
That is an automatic external defibrillator.
So it's an AED?
Yeah, AED.
Awesome. Okay. Was that your thing, the Baby Shark? Did you make that choice, or is this like a standard? Like, because Baby Shark's relatively new,
Yeah.
right? Did you make that choice, or like, do people like talked about it and they're like, oh, Baby Shark is good for?
It's kind of a joke within like the CPR community.
Okay. Excellent. Good to know. Okay, thanks, Glenn.